What's going on, guys? Kahuna checking in, bringing us another Madden 17 Ultimate Team video, and as you guys see on the screen, we completed the BCA 92 overall Richard Sherman set. Now this set actually was fairly cheap to complete, at least for me. I think I completed it in around 150k because if you guys did not know, as many of you guys already probably do know, that they have a BCA solo sequence of 16 games. And if you complete all 16 of those games, it gives you 10 gold BCA players. And then you could add those 10 golds into a set to get one elite BCA player. And if you get lucky enough to pull Eric Berry, then you are just blessed because Eric Berry goes for around 100k. But yeah, complete those solos, guys. Definitely complete those solos. The rewards are definitely worth it, especially if you get a good elite BCA pull. But let's go ahead and take a look at Richard Sherman's stats. 87 speed, I mean that's not the best speed, but the height and the rest of his stats definitely make up for the lack of speed. 92 zone, 89 man, 94 press, 89 play rec, and 83 catching. Now, let me emphasize the catching. Like 83 catching, that is pretty much almost automatic. Like 83 catching is better than some wide receivers. I don't know who, but I guarantee you it's better than a lot of wide receivers. So 83 catching is no joke, and I think his spectacular catching is like 79 too, so he can make some insane picks. So yeah, Richard Sherman, as we get disconnected from the EA servers. Alright guys, it's been such a long time since I updated you guys on what my team is looking like, so let's go ahead and kick it off with my defense. Alongside Richard Sherman, we have Janoris Jenkins. Now let's compare the two. Like I can't wait to play with these cards. Now this is my first time playing with Sherman and my first time playing with Janoris Jenkins too, believe it or not. But Janoris Jenkins, 89 speed, 82 catching, one less catching than Sherman, so those two guys should be locked down. Janoris Jenkins only has 85 zone, but his man and his play rec will definitely make up for it, and 89 speed as well. 5'10", not the tallest, but hopefully that would be enough to get the job done. We also have Joe Hayden in the slot, who is an 89 overall because Janoris Jenkins is also a pick specialist. And my linebackers, I am rocking out with a 3-4 chemistry. We also have Demario Davis. Safeties, still rocking out with this Eric Reed. The dude is just a monster. And we have Kenny Vaccaro. I don't know how I feel about Kenny Vaccaro. I used to use Calvin Pryor, and Calvin Pryor made so many plays for me. So let's go to see how Kenny Vaccaro does, and this is what my defensive line is looking like. Now moving over to offense. Now I don't want to take too much of your time going over my lineup, but we are still using this DeAndre Hopkins, and I really need to pick up another true #1 wide receiver soon, because I'm pretty sure DeAndre Hopkins contracts are going to run out fairly soon. We're rocking out with team hero Jeremy Hill, and we're still using Kirk Cousins just because I really like this Kirk Cousins stats. He has somewhat mobility, and his throwing stats are nice. This is what my offensive line is looking like. Could definitely be upgraded, but they could definitely get the job done. And my two tight ends, two of the new team heroes, and Jason Wynn and Dennis Pitta. So that's what my team is looking like. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this game. Alright guys, so we are going to be starting off with the ball first, and this is the very first play of the game. Let's try to catch him off guard. Oh yeah, he left DeAndre Hopkins in a one-on-one. You know you cannot do that. DeAndre, you gotta make that grab. That was really not like DeAndre. DeAndre normally always makes those type of grabs, but we try to get it going in the ground game and we lose 1 yard. So just like that, we're forced to a 3rd and 11, but he's been running cover 3 for both of the plays. So let's see if we can find somebody open, and that was just a really questionable read. Alright, so here my opponent is out on offense, and my opponent's all the way down to the 41-yard line. I did end up punting him the ball, but the thing is, my punter is trash. I think I have like a bronze or silver punter, so maybe I need to upgrade. Alright, so my opponent is within scoring territory, and Sherman or Janoris, I'm looking on YouTube to try to make a big play. And is that a sack? No, they're not going to give me that sack. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Hopefully he ends up passing the ball because I really don't feel like taking down AP. Give me that user. Going for the pick 6. Oh no, we're down to the 1. We're down to the 2. Alright, I'll take that user though. Give me that. Let's get it, boys. Sending DeAndre Hopkins deep. Hopefully he doesn't hit us with anything. We have A open. Let's go. Let's go. Hold that block for me. Alright, let's go. Getting us away from the 2-yard line. Hang on. If my calculations are correct, he's going to leave DeAndre in a 1-on-1. And you know, we all know you cannot do that with DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre got to win this time. The baby. I'm telling you, best wide receiver in the game, hands down. Hang on, RB should be open. Kirk on the money too, and that's a touchdown. Let's go. Guys, I normally don't run man coverage a lot, but since I have 2 dominant man corners, I'm going to run that whole lot. And who was that just got beat? Was that Sherman or was that was Janoris? Okay. As soon as I started complimenting my corners, they just go ahead and give up that type of pass. Okay. Light him up, Janoris. Yo, Janoris, you gotta redeem yourself, baby. One last go for man coverage. If it doesn't work, then we're not gonna keep on running it. And thank you. That time, they're finally gonna give me that sack. I kind of want to press her here, but I think Janoris only has like 79 pressing, so I know that would not be the smartest thing to do if we can recover this fumble. Dang it. All right, that's going to push him all the way back to the 48. I'm fine with that. Here we go. There should be no way on any universe that he gets this first down or potentially even a touchdown. We have 2 guys back there. Somebody make a play. Oh, let's go. That's why I paid big money for you, Janoris. All right, guys. So third quarter is now underway. And like I said, my opponent does gain possession of the ball. And dang it, I messed up on my users. All right. Yo, he's been running that play all game. Yo, I'm going to pick him off. Watch this. If he passes it, then I will pick him off 100%. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, guess. All right, I will take. Bro, I'm telling you, he only has 1 play in the arsenal. And that play is pretty easy to pick off. And another sack, maybe? Yo, Jabal Sheard is a monster. Like, if you guys need a right end and you guys have enough team hero cards to put into the Patriots set to get Jabal Sheard, I highly recommend you do it. And my defensive line is just feasting this game. That time is Jay Howard. The defense is coming up huge right now, but unfortunately, Sherman or Janoris haven't really made any big plays thus far. And neither has Jeremy Hill. You know what? My opponent, like I said, he's been sitting in cover 3 a whole lot this game. So that means that DeAndre Hopkins is going to be left in a whole lot of one-on-one situation. Okay. Alright, it's fine. It is totally fine. It's fine. We know we can rely on my defense. My defense has been coming up clutch all game long. And he's going to go to the outside. And no way that was in bounds. They counted that as in bounds? Wait, I'm confused. That he kept both feet in bounds? Alright, okay. I need whoever that wide receiver was on my team. And is that Jay Howard again? Yo, forget what I said about Jabal Sheard. Go ahead and pick up team hero Jay Howard. My defensive line is creating havoc all game long. Now, Sherman, we need you to step up. Who's going one-on-one with Janoris? Janoris, you got to pick that off. All right, I like the deflection, though, Janoris. All right, here we go, guys. We can't be too one-dimensional. All I've been doing on offense is sending DeAndre Hopkins deep and hoping that he comes down with it. But that's why I do it, because Jeremy Hill is not performing. Yeah, it's looking slow for running the ball with Jeremy Hill, boys.
1, 2, 3.
He should be open. Oh, man, he lurked that one perfectly, dude. Ah, my gosh, yo, my eyes suck on offense. You know what? It's perfectly fine. It is perfectly fine. We've given up no points so far. Wassy slants. Give me that user pick again. Why does he keep testing me like this? My offense is just trash this game. Eric, please, hopefully you can spark up. Oh, no, I meant to hit Y. I meant, yo, Y was wide open. Oh my gosh. We're going to try this again. This is going to be the bait of the century this time. I promise you. Let me just stop. All right, guys. I promise you this time, this is definitely going to be the bait of the century right here. This is definitely going to be the bait. Alright, guys, I promise you this time is going to be the bait of the century. Watch this, and it's Jay Howard. Yeah, just like Jabal Sheard, if you guys have enough for a team hero, Jay Howard, I definitely recommend you guys do it. Because you guys see how he's performed. No, not like this. No, alright, we need to buckle up. Bro, honestly, this might be where he overcomplicates things and overthinks things. No, he's just going to go ahead and pitch it. Hopefully he doesn't go for 2, because you guys know that I am the king of choking games away. Oh man, this is a huge third down, because you guys know my punter is trash. So if we do have to punt the ball, he probably won't get it far at all. No. Alright, guys, so luckily my opponent wasn't in punt return formation, and that pins my opponent down to the 14. So Sherman, Janoris, Jay Howard, I am looking on you guys to perform a big play. Or give me this user. Give me that user. Third user pick of the day. All we need, Kahuna, do not choke. We are almost within field goal range. Just do not choke now. And Mike Evans is open. And that's going to be field goal range. That might just very well be GG. Let's go. That is pretty much GG. Unless I completely choke like I'm known to do and miss this field goal. That is looking good. And that is good. Good game to my opponent, bro. This is such a defensive battle. Like, Jay Howard had 3 sacks. Jabal Sheard had 1. I had 3 user picks. Alright, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up the video. Unfortunately, this game wasn't too exciting, or maybe it was because of all the things that happened on defense, but on offense, pretty boring game, I like to say the least. Unfortunately, like I said, Sherman, we couldn't showcase Sherman too well. But that's going to be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Until next time, guys, this is Kahuna. I'm checking out.